Hello everybody, welcome back to week 3. This week we will be starting Unit 3.
Coming up this week.
Would you like to start with number 4? I don't mind.
No.
Okay. Well, number 1 is 2:30. Does it look like they're having fun? A party? Probably not. Let's see. Those hands look very similar. Do I need a ruler? Is there a meeting on Thursday? No, there isn't. This week's topic is schedules. At the top of the page, we can see this picture, this gentleman checking his watch. This tells us that he probably has an appointment, or you could say a schedule. When we think about schedules, we can think of an event, or we can think of our timetable, our schedule of many events. So when we talk about schedules, we could be talking about one event, or we could be talking about all of the events in a time plan, a schedule. We will be talking about both of those things, including times, days, and events. We start by looking at some different events that business people might have in their schedule. On the first page, we have 4 pictures, A, B, C, and D. Our first question is, where are they? So what is the location of these schedules? Where are they? We have 4 choices. They are an office party, a presentation, a conference call, and a meeting. So have a look at these pictures and decide where they are. If we look at picture A, where are they? Well, there's at least 3 people. They are holding some paper. They are in the same room. Does it look like they're having fun? A party? Probably not. It might be a fun meeting, but it doesn't look like a party. So where are they? They are at a meeting, a general meeting. So this might be a good time to talk about the word meeting. There is the verb, the action. For example, I am meeting my friend today. And then there is the noun, a meeting, which is an event. So because there is the article a, we know it is a noun, a meeting. So they are at a meeting. How about picture B? Again, we have 3 people. And again, they are in the same room. But there's something different about this picture, different from picture A. Their eyes are all looking at this device. Where are they? They are at a conference call. A conference call. What is a conference? A conference is a gathering. Many people, it could be a company conference, people from different departments meeting together. It could be a conference for many companies to come together. This, however, is a call, meaning the device is a speaker and microphone. So they are having a meeting with other people in another room, and they are using the conference call device to talk to each other. These days, we might use Zoom and have a webcam and a microphone, but it would still be a conference call. Many people talking together. How about picture C? Now we see some people having fun. They have some champagne, There are balloons. Where are they? They are at an office party. An office party. And finally, picture D. Where are they? You might think there's just one person, but if you look at the front of the picture, there's the back of somebody's head. So, where are they? They are at a presentation. One man is giving a presentation, and at least one other person is watching the presentation. Very good. So picture A, they are at a meeting. B, they are at a conference call. C, they are at an office party. And D, they are at a presentation. Very good. Let's now start talking about the details of these meetings or these schedules. Have a look at the next page. This is page 17. At the top of the page, we have this table. And there are 3 pieces of information. The first one is the event, which we talked about on page 16. There are 4 events: office party, presentation, conference call, and meeting. The other information we have, or we will have, is the day and the time. So we will start with listening, and the first thing we will do is number 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first conversation, what is the event? Is it the office party, the presentation, the conference call, or the meeting? And then number 2, the second conversation. Number 3, the third conversation. And number 4, the fourth conversation. Let's do the listening first.
Track 21, Module 3.1, 1.
When's the product presentation?
Thursday afternoon at 2:30.
Right, thanks.
2.
Is the office party Friday?
Yes, at 5:45.
Great. See you there.
3.
Hi, Jim. What time's the sales meeting Tuesday?
It's in the morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay, thanks.
4.
Is the conference call Tuesday morning?
No, it's Wednesday morning.
What time?
Let me check. 11:15.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, very good. So number 1 is the presentation. They are discussing the presentation schedule. What is number 2? Number 2 is the office party. They are talking about the office party. What is number 3? Number 3 is the meeting. I wonder what type of meeting it is. And number 4, it is the conference call. So now we know which event we are listening to. We now need to know the day and the time. The book gives you 4 choices. We have Wednesday, 11:15 a.m., Friday, 5:45 p.m., Thursday, 2:30 p.m., and Tuesday, 10 a.m. Let's listen again and fill in the right day and time for each event.
Track 21, Module 3.1, 1.
When's the product presentation?
Thursday afternoon at 2:30.
Right, thanks.
2.
Is the office party Friday?
Yes, at 5:45.
Great. See you there.
3.
Hi, Jim. What time's the sales meeting Tuesday?
It's in the morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay, thanks.
4.
Is the conference call Tuesday morning?
No, it's Wednesday morning.
What time?
Let me check. 11:15.
Thanks a lot.
Very good. So now we should have the events, and the days and times. Let's have a question and answer so we can check the details. So the first question is, when is the, number 1, presentation? When is the presentation? We could also ask, what day is the presentation? Or what time is the presentation? But when can give us all the details. Because we have different times, we will be using AM and PM in a sentence form. So what is AM? Do you remember the greetings? AM is morning, right? In the morning. So for example, 11:15 AM, we would say at 11:15 in the morning. PM, we have two choices, afternoon and evening. So in the afternoon or in the evening. Friday at 5:45 in the... And like we talked about in Unit 2, there is some freedom here. So you could say 5:45 in the afternoon if you feel like it, or maybe you feel that 5:45 is the evening, so at 5:45 in the evening. Both would be fine. Thursday at 2:30 p.m. would be on Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon. 2:30 p.m. is afternoon. And the last choice is on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Very good. So let's have a look at the answers. Number 1, when is the presentation? It's on Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon. When is the presentation? It's on Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Very good. How about number 2? When is the office party? It's on Friday at 5:45 in the evening. Why have I chosen evening, not afternoon? Well, the easiest reason is that it is a party. It is an office party, so work is done. So afternoon is for work, evening is for leisure. Work should be over. So I'm going to say 5:45 in the evening. Number 3, when is the meeting? It's on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. When is the meeting? It's on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that means that number 4, when is the conference call? It's on Wednesday at 11:15 in the morning. Did you get all of those correct? Good job. All right, so now we have some idea about the day and the time. Let's look a little bit more at some other events or meetings. In the middle of the page, you have this table. We have some examples of meetings: client meeting, project meeting, section meeting, staff meeting, team meeting, and weekly meeting. And then at the bottom it says your own idea. We'll come to that in a minute. First, we're going to listen and write down the types of meetings for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's listen now.
Track 22. Module 3.2. 1.
Section meetings.
2,
Team meetings.
3,
Project meetings.
4,
Weekly meetings.
5,
Client meetings.
6,
Staff meetings.
Very good. So what meeting is number 1? Number 1 is a section meeting. What is a section meeting? Section is similar, well, the meaning is part. So in a company, part of the company could mean like department. So the sales section, sales department. The human resources, HR section, something like that. Number 2, what is the meeting? It's a team meeting. Team meeting. Number 3 is a project meeting. So these can go together, number 2 and number 3. You have a project, which could be many people. For example, let's say 10 people in the project. And 2 people are a team. So there are 5 teams, and they have different meetings, and sometimes they're all together for a project meeting. Number 4 is a weekly meeting. This is more about time. So every week, once per week, there is a meeting, a weekly meeting. You could have daily meetings, monthly meetings, even maybe a yearly meeting. And number 5 is a client meeting. Another word for client could be customer. That's right, a customer meeting. And finally, the opposite of customer is staff. So staff meeting, employee meeting is another word for that. So how about your own idea? What kind of meetings do you have? Do you have class captain meetings? Maybe outside of university? Do you have church meetings or sports club meetings? Maybe you're a member of a games group, so you have a game meeting. There are lots of different kinds of meetings you could have. So, for example, for me, in our company, we have teacher meetings. In our department, in Biso Hengjongwa, we also have professor meetings. That's right. Some professors also we have student meetings, teacher and student meetings. Excellent. So those are some examples of different meetings. So now we have an idea of what we are talking about, events, days, and times. Let's narrow down our focus. And the first thing we'll look at the bottom of page 17 is the days of the week. How many days are there in 1 week? There are 7. 7 days in the week. They are, at the top, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what day is it today? Well, if you're watching this on the day I upload it, it is Monday. So what day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. What day is after Tuesday? Wednesday, yes. Sometimes we call Wednesday, or some people call Wednesday, hump day, because for many people it is in the middle of the week, so it creates a hump. We go from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, weekend. So Wednesday we sometimes call hump day. Over the hump, we come to Thursday, and then what day is after Thursday? Friday. Finally, Saturday and Sunday we call the weekend. So, which days are the weekend? Saturday and Sunday. What do we call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? We call them weekdays, even though every day is a weekday, technically. But Monday to Friday, for many people, is the working week or the school week, and then we have the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Which is your favorite day? For me, my favorite day is Friday, the last day of the working week. I can look forward to the weekend. I can enjoy, what do we call it in Korean? Burgum, Fire Friday. In the days of no coronavirus, we could have chicken and beer on Friday night. That's always a treat. And then relaxing on Saturday and Sunday before we start work again on Monday. Which days don't I like? I suppose you might be thinking Monday, but actually it's Tuesday. I don't like Tuesday because the weekend is over, the week has just begun, but the next weekend seems so far away on Tuesday. So I don't like Tuesday. All right, those are the days of the week. The next thing we need to look at is time. So on the next page, page 18, let's talk about time. Before we do the activity in the book, I would just like to talk about this clock. So, there is the inside of the clock. These are the hours from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, back to 12. The hours. And on this picture, on the outside, we have the minutes. So you will notice that at 1, there is a 5. So if the small hand is at 1 and the long hand is also at 1, what time is it? It's 1:05. If the big hand is at 2, it would be 10, 1:10. If the big hand was at 3, it would be 15. 15. 15. Remember? So as in this picture, what time is it? It is 1:15. 1:15. Moving through, if the big hand is at 4, it is 20. 1:20. Next is 25. If it is at 6, it is 30, 1:30, not 13. It's 30, 1:30. At 7, it is 35 minutes, 1:35. At 8 is 1:40. At 9 is 1:45. And then at 10, we have 50. And at 11, we have 55. And the next is 12 o'clock. At 12, it is 0. So we say o'clock. O'clock. All right. So we have the hours and the minutes. Let's have a look at some examples. We start with the hour. The hours first. At the top of page 18, there are 12 clocks. 1 through 6 are analog clocks, so they have hands. Some clocks have 2 hands, other clocks might have 3 hands. We will focus on just the 2. So we have the small hand and the big hand, or the short hand and the long hand. The short hand or small hand is the hour, and you can see that all of these clocks are at 12. But this is not the small hand. This is the long hand. So it is o'clock. O'clock, because it is 0 minutes. O'clock. But what time? What o'clock? Our job is to draw the hand, the shorthand. As we can see, number 1, it is 1 o'clock. The shorthand is at 1. The long hand is at 12. It is 1 o'clock. 7 through 12 are digital clocks, so we only need to write the number. Number 7 shows us it is 2 o'clock. So number 1 and number 7 are done for you. Let's listen and draw the hand or write the number. Let's listen.
Track 24, Module 3.4, 1,
1 o'clock,
2,
3 o'clock,
3,
4 o'clock,
4,
7 o'clock,
5,
9 o'clock,
6,
10 o'clock,
7,
2 o'clock,
8,
5 o'clock,
9,
6 o'clock,
10,
8 o'clock,
11,
11 o'clock,
12,
12 o'clock.
Let's check the answers. Okay, so number 2 is 3 o'clock. Number 2 is 3 o'clock. The shorthand is pointing to 3. How about number 3? What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Number 3 is 4 o'clock. How about number 4? Number 4 is 7 o'clock. Number 4, it's 7 o'clock. How about number 5? Number 5, it's 9 o'clock. And the last analog clock, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. So far we have 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Number 7 is 2 o'clock. So what time is number 8? Could it be 2 o'clock maybe? No, number 7 is 2 o'clock. How about 5 o'clock? Could it be 5 o'clock? Or 6 o'clock? Or 11 o'clock? 12 o'clock even? Number 8 is, it is 5 o'clock. Number 8 is 5 o'clock. Number 9, what time is it? It's 6 o'clock. Number 9 is 6 o'clock. Number 10, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. So far, there's only 2 more choices, 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock. What time is number 11? It's 11 o'clock. So number 12, it must be 12 o'clock. Well done. Good job if you got all those correct with your listening. Next, we have another activity where we will be looking at minutes and hours. In the middle of the page, we are listening to the time and writing the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So as you can see, there are 6 clocks. Your job is to number them from 1 through to 6. Are you ready? Let's listen.
Track 25, Module 3.4, 1,
12:15.
2,
1:35.
3,
5:10.
4,
3:43.
5,
11:50.
6,
7:25.
Great. Well done. Let's have a look at our choices. What choices do we have? The first one we have, well, let's see. Those hands look very similar. Do I need a ruler? It could be 10 o'clock, maybe? Or is it 11:50? Is it 11:50? Is it... wait a minute. Is it 10:50? Or is it 10 o'clock? Let's come back to that in a minute. The next one is a digital clock. We just read it, 7:25. 7:25. The next analog clock looks a little bit easier. It is 1:35. Next, we have 12:15. 15. And then we have 5:10. And finally, 3:43. Let's go back to these analog clocks. How can we decide which hand is which? Sometimes the short hand and the long hand can be quite similar. Well, we know that as the minute hand moves, the hour hand also moves very slowly. So if we look at the middle clock, 1:35, the hour hand is actually halfway, or just a little more than halfway between 1 and 2. It is halfway, because the minute hand is at 35. So judging by that, the first analog clock, it must be 11:50. Yes, so it is almost 12 o'clock. So the hour hand is almost touching 12. Between 11 and 12. It's almost at 12 because the minute hand is at 50. It is 10 minutes to 12 o'clock. So it is 11:50. All right, so now let's check the answers. Number 1, what time is it? It's 12:15. It's 12:15. How about number 2? It's 1:35. It's 1:35. Number 3? It's 5:10. It's 5:10. How about number 4? It is 3:43. It's 3:43. Number 5, it's 11:50. It is 11:50. So the last one, number 6, it is 7:25. So one more time. What time is number 1? It's 12:15. What time is number 2? It's 1:35. What time is number 3? It's 5:10. What time is number 4? It's 3:43. And number 5, what time is number 5? It's 11:50. And the last one, what time is number 6? It's 7:25. Well done if you got all those correct. Good job. The final activity on page 18 is an information swap. So, your job, if you are practicing this with a friend or with a family member, where it says your clocks, you have to draw or write the numbers of 6 different times. 6. So there are 3 analog clocks, 1, 3, and 5. So you need hands. And 2, 4, and 6 are digital. So write the numbers. Okay. As it says, use minutes. So as better practice, it's a good idea not just to write 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because that's boring and it's no challenge, right? We need challenges to learn. Okay, so when you have your 6 clocks, your partner, wherever they are, will also have 6 times 6 clocks. Your mission is to ask each other questions, to write down or draw your partner's clocks. So when you are finished, you will have 12 clocks. Some of them might be the same. Maybe you and your partner are synced and you have the same ideas. That's fine. But practice that if you can with a friend or family member. I will show you my activity that I've done with my extra special guest on this week's video. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. Where is it? Somewhere. See you again soon. Hello, everybody. We will now do the activity at the bottom of page 18. There are 6 clocks for you and your partner. To help me with this activity, we have a very special guest this week. Her name is Ms. Gang. Maybe you have seen her on YouTube. She is viral these days. We are very lucky to have her. Are you there, Ms. Gang?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for
Hello.
joining us. Hi. Do you have
Hi.
your clocks, your paper?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. Okay. So we will take turns to ask each other about the different clocks. I will start by asking you, what time is number 1? You will tell me the clock that you draw for number 1, and I will put your answer here.
Yes.
And then it'll be your turn to do the same. All right, so the first thing we need to do is write or draw your 6 different clocks. Okay?
Got it.
All right, so we'll do that now, and then we will begin in a few minutes. So number 1, we have to draw the hands because it is an analog clock.
Yes.
Number 2 is a digital clock, so only the numbers. Number 3 is an analog clock. Number 4, digital. Number 5 is analog. And number 6 is digital. I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
Wonderful. Okay. Would you like to begin? Would you like to ask the first question?
Yes. Professor Houghton, what
Yes.
time is number 1? What time
you-
is number 1?
Would you like to start with number 4? I don't mind.
No.
Okay. Well, number 1 is 2:30. 2:30.
Okay, done.
Yes, my turn. What time is number 4? I will start with number 4.
Okay.
What? Yes.
Number 4 is 1:05.
1:05. Thank you very much, Ms. Gang.
Yeah, you're
Your
welcome.
turn.
What time is number 6?
It is 6:30. 6:30.
Yep, done.
Wonderful. What time is number 1, Ms. Kang? What time is number 1?
It's 8:05.
8:05. Thank you. Your turn.
Okay. What time is number 3?
It's 8:05.
Wow. Same.
Unbelievable. Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
What time is number 2?
Number 2 is 3:37. It's 3:37.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, your turn.
What time is number 4?
It's 2:25. It's 2:25.
Thank you.
What time is number 5?
Number 5 is 11:50. 11:50.
That's a little tricky. Okay, I think I've got it. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. What time is number 2?
Number 2 is 4:50. 4:50.
Got it.
All right then. What time is number 6?
Number 6 is 4:44.
4:44. Okay, wonderful. Is 4 your favorite number?
Yes, it is.
Interesting. All right. I think you have one more question.
Yes, I have. What time is number 5?
It is 12:40. It's 12:40.
Yeah, I'm done.
Wonderful. And my last question for you is, what time is number 3?
Number 3 is 6:15. 6:15.
Thank you very much. All right. Wonderful. Okay. So now we can look at our paper together, and we should have the same answers. So number 1, my number 1 and your number 1 is the same. My hands are not as good as yours. Number 2, number 3, yes. Number 4, yes. Number 5 and number 6, perfect. And my clocks, yep. Yep. You didn't put the 0 at the beginning of your digital clocks, Ms. Gang. Most digital clocks have 0, 0, 0, 0, correct? But that's okay. 6:15, 1:05, 11:50, and 4:44. Perfect. Well done. Well done, me. Thank you very much for helping us with the activity this week. Was that interesting?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Great. I hope you might join us again in a future activity. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Okay, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That's the end of page 18. Let's go back to the book and continue on page 19. So as we move on to page 19, we will use everything we've studied so far. So we have days of the week, we have time, and we have events. So those 3 things we will use to make a deeper question and answer structure. At the top of page 19, we can see a small part of a schedule. There are 2 days. They are Tuesday and Wednesday. If you are watching this video on the first day it is uploaded, then today is Monday. So what day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday, and then Wednesday. So we could ask about tomorrow. But to keep it more fixed, we will just use the day, the name of the day. So we will ask about Tuesday, and we will ask about Wednesday. First, what information can we see? As we said, we have the day, then we have an event, and then we have the time. To make a sentence about this schedule, we could say, there is a department meeting on Tuesday at 8:45 in the morning. We have the event, there is a department meeting. Then we have the day, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday. At, we have the time, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1:30, 3:45, and finally AM or PM, in the morning, afternoon, or evening. Great. Let's make a yes/no question about this schedule. We want to ask about Tuesday first. Here is the structure. Is there a meeting on blank? The blank is the day. Is there a meeting on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday? Hopefully there are no meetings on the weekend. In this example, we'll use Tuesday. Is there a meeting on Tuesday? Yes, there is. There is a blank meeting on blank at blank in the blank. 4 blanks. Yes, there is. There is a department meeting on Tuesday at 8:45 in the morning. That is the answer for Tuesday. What about Wednesday? We need a no answer. Is there a meeting on Wednesday? As we can see, there's just a dash, which means no, there isn't. No, there isn't. Let's use this question and answer structure for a longer schedule. In the middle of page 19, there are 5 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We will use the same structure. Is there a meeting on Tuesday? Yes, there is. There is a sales meeting on Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning. Very good. In case you are wondering, it is possible to rearrange the structure. You could say, is there a meeting on Tuesday? Yes, there is. There is a sales meeting at 9:30 on Tuesday in the morning. Or, yes, in the morning on Tuesday, there is a sales meeting at 9:30. You can restructure the sentence as long as you have the key details. On the day, at the time, in the morning, afternoon, evening. If you have those 3 things and the event, you are good to go. Let's ask about Wednesday. Is there a meeting on Wednesday? Yes, there is. There is a department meeting on Wednesday at 3:45 in the afternoon. Very good. How about Thursday? Is there a meeting on Thursday? No, there isn't. Friday? Is there a meeting on Friday? Yes, there is. There is an IT meeting on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And finally, is there a meeting on Saturday? Yes, there is. There is a planning meeting on Saturday at 9:15 in the morning. We don't know about Sunday, and we don't know about Monday, but there are 4 meetings in this week. There is no meeting on Thursday. Excellent. At the bottom of the page, we have the last activity for page 19. This is another information swap. Another name is information gap, meaning there are gaps or spaces in the information. Your partner will have that information, but your partner has gaps too that you need to fill. Let's have a look at the information on page 19. For part A, which is on page 19, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 5 days again. This time, the information is presented with more detail. What's the difference? We have a separate time for morning and a separate time for afternoon. It could be evening, but as this is work time, between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. maybe, and 9 to 6 or 9 to 5, we will just use a.m. as morning and p.m. as afternoon. If you are being the part of A, you will be asking questions based on this information. What questions will you ask as A? Your first question should be, is there a meeting on Tuesday? But we have morning or afternoon. We need to add a little bit more detail to our question. Here is the information for part B. As you can see, the information is opposite. So A has a gap on Tuesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, Friday afternoon, and Saturday morning. So 5 questions for part A, and B is the opposite. B will ask about Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, and Saturday afternoon. Let's have a look at the question. So using this information, is there a meeting on Tuesday in the morning? So we are not only asking about the day, we are also asking about morning or afternoon. Is there a meeting on Tuesday in the morning? The next question for A is there a meeting on Wednesday in the afternoon? In the afternoon. After that, is there a meeting on Thursday in the morning? The next question, is there a meeting on Friday in the afternoon? And the last question for A, is there a meeting on Saturday in the morning? Now you can take turns, A and B, or A can ask all questions and then change to B. Let's have a look at B's questions. If you are B, you are on page 77. And your first question is there a meeting on Tuesday in the afternoon? The next question, is there a meeting on Wednesday in the morning? The question after that, is there a meeting on Thursday in the afternoon? And then, Is there a meeting on Friday in the morning? And the last question, is there a meeting on Saturday in the afternoon? Those are the questions. So there are 10 questions in total. Hopefully you can find a partner to practice this with. How about the answers? We are using the same structure, or at least very similar structure, for the yes answer. For example, is there a meeting on Tuesday in the morning? Yes, there is. There is a sales meeting on Tuesday in the morning. If it is a no answer, for example, Saturday morning, is there a meeting on Saturday in the morning? No, there isn't. This is the structure we will be using. If you are practicing with a partner, the questions, could you repeat that please, is always useful if you didn't quite catch the answer. And there's also, how do you spell? Maybe you don't know the spelling of that meeting. How do you spell personnel? How do you spell production? Don't be afraid to practice those questions. If you are actually asking a business partner or a customer about their schedule, it is important to have all the detail. One more question could be, could you speak slower, please? That is also very useful. As with the other information swap activity, I have recorded me practicing this activity with another guest. We will watch that video now. Great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for helping me with that video. Let's have a look at all the answers together. This is the final schedule. If you have completed the activity, whether you are A on page 19 or B on page 77, you should have a completed schedule with 10 events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 7 events. There is an event on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, and Friday afternoon, with no schedules on Thursday morning, Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon. Excellent. Well done for completing that activity. Excellent. That is the end of page 19. We have one more example of schedules, another activity on page 20. If we look at page 20, we can see this picture at the top of the page. And underneath that picture, there is a schedule. It looks a little bit different from schedules we have seen on page 19. However, the details are quite similar. There are times and there are events. There's no days. Aha, this is a one-day schedule. So all of these events are happening on the same day. What are they scheduling? This is a visit. It says World Tech Visit Schedule. So World Tech is a company and they are visiting and they have created a schedule for this visit. Let's have a look at the details. The first event is 9:15 in the morning and it is a welcome speech. Next, we have meet and greet session at 10:15 in the morning. Then we have at 10:30 in the morning a factory tour. After that, at 12:15 in the afternoon, there is a buffet lunch. Not a buffet lunch. Buffet, 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 a buffet lunch. Then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we have a speech by Mr. Singh. After that, at 1:45 in the afternoon, there is a product demonstration. Then, at 3:30 in the afternoon, there is a discussion session. And finally, at 7:45 in the evening, there is an informal dinner at the Grand Hotel. This is the schedule. But hold on, there are some changes to the schedule, or there are some mistakes in this schedule. The first mistake, we can see they have circled 9:15, and then next to it, they have written 10 o'clock in the morning. That means that the welcome speech is still happening, but it is at 10 o'clock in the morning, not 9:15 in the morning. I wonder how many other mistakes there are. There could also be a change of event. For example, 10:15 in the morning, there is a meet and greet session. Maybe it's not a meet and greet session anymore. Maybe it is a breakfast meeting. At 10:15 in the morning, there is a breakfast meeting. Maybe they've changed the event, but the time is the same. We are going to listen to people discuss this schedule. As you are listening, pay attention to the time and the event. If the time is different, circle it and make a note. If the event is different, circle the event and make a note of the change. Let's listen and see how many changes we can find.
Track 27. Module 3.6. Okay, let's get started. This is the schedule for the World Tech visit tomorrow. First, there's a welcome speech at 10 o'clock. Then, at 10:15, there's a meet and greet session. Next, there's an office tour at 10:30. After that, there's a buffet lunch at 12:15. Then, in the afternoon, at 1 p.m., there's a presentation by Mr. Singh. After that, a product demonstration at 1:30. And there's a discussion session at 3:30. Finally, there's an informal dinner in the evening at 7:45 at the Station Hotel. Okay, I think that's everything. Do you have any questions?
Excellent. How many changes did you hear? 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7? Let's have a look at the answers together. To discuss this schedule, our question pattern is very similar. We still need the time. To discuss this one-day schedule, our question pattern is very similar. We still have the time and we have the event. We just don't need the day. So the question is there a event at time in the morning, afternoon, or evening? The first mistake or the first change we can see, it's the time. Using the original schedule, we can ask, is there a welcome speech at 9:15 in the morning? And the answer would be, yes, there is. Are you sure? No, the time is different. Not at 9:15 in the morning. No, there isn't. There is, and this is the new schedule, there is a welcome speech at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll do that one more time. Is there a welcome speech at 9:15 in the morning? No, there isn't. There is a welcome speech at 10 o'clock in the morning. Aha, great. Wonderful. So now we have a question and answer. Let's have a look at all the changes to this schedule. First, is there a meet and greet session at 10:15 in the morning? Yes, there is. No mistake there. Next, is there a factory tour at 10:30 in the morning? No, there isn't. There is a office tour at 10:30 in the morning. So factory tour is different. What did it change to? Is it an office tour? Next, we have, is there a speech by Mr. Singh at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? No, there isn't. There is a presentation by Mr. Singh, not a speech, but a presentation. Is there a speech by Mr. Singh at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? No, there isn't. There is a presentation by Mr. Singh at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, not a speech. A speech is purely talking, whereas a presentation is demonstrating or explaining information using pictures, words on a PPT. That's a presentation. What's the next one? Is there a product demonstration at 1:45 in the afternoon? No, there isn't. There is a product demonstration at 1:30 in the afternoon, not at 1:45. Is there a discussion session at 3:30 in the afternoon? Yes, there is. That hasn't changed. Finally, is there an informal dinner at the Grand Hotel at 7:45 in the evening? No, there isn't. Oh. Informal dinner is correct. The time is correct, but it's not the Grand Hotel. It's the Station Hotel. Is there an informal dinner at the Grand Hotel at 7:45 in the afternoon? No, there isn't. There is an informal dinner? No, there isn't. There is an informal dinner at the Station Hotel at 7:45 in the evening. So those are the mistakes. Factory tour is changed. Speech is changed. The time of the product demonstration has changed. And the informal dinner location has changed. Excellent. Well done. At the bottom of page 20, you are invited to create your own visit schedule. Somebody is visiting you. This could be family who lives in another country. This might be one of your international friends. I'm going to pretend that my mother is visiting Korea, and I will make a schedule for her. So I will choose 4 or 5 activities to show Korea to my mother. Imagine, I guess we have to imagine right now that it is after quarantine. We are using the language first. So the first event. When my mother arrives in Korea, first we will go to the Han River. First, we will visit the Han River at 10 o'clock in the morning. Not too early, at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then we will go to Namsan Tower at 12:30 in the afternoon. We will eat lunch at Namsan. After that, we will go shopping in Myeongdong at 4 p.m., at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Finally, we will watch a movie in Lotte Department Store in Myeongdong. That is my one-day schedule when my mum visits Korea. That's the end of page 20. Sorry there is no video at the end. There was a glitch in the system and the video was useless. But the voice recording did work. So the rest of this video will just be my voice and the presentation. Sorry about that, but I will see you again very soon. We will now move on to page 21. On the phone. This is a telephone conversation. There are two people, Ralph and Soo-young. Who is calling who? If we look at the second line, Hi Soo-young, am I calling at a bad time? Then we know that Ralph is calling Soo-young. As usual, there are some missing words from this conversation. So let's read it together and have a think about what the missing words could be. Bring, 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 bring. Hello, Ralph. Hi, Soo-young. Am I calling at a bad time? Well, I'm in a meeting, blank, now. Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay, but can I call you, blank, later? Sure, no, blank. What time? Around 2:30? Sure, that's fine. Speak to you, blank. Bye. All right, so that's the conversation. Do you have any idea about what the missing words are? Let's listen to the full conversation, and then we will check the answers together. Very good. So how about number 1? Well, I'm in a meeting right now. I'm in a meeting right now. So the moment when Ralph is calling, Soo-young is actually in a meeting. A little bit strange that she can answer the phone while in a meeting. Maybe she left the room to answer the phone. How about number 2? Next, Ralph apologizes. Oh, I'm sorry. And Soo-young says, that's okay, but can I call you back later? Can I call you back later? So maybe after the meeting, Soo-young will call Ralph back, return his call. Ralph says, sure, no problem. Number 3, no problem. What time? And she says, around 2:30? And Ralph says, sure, that's fine. Speak to you then. Bye. Okay, so using this model of conversation, you could change the situation. You could say, well, I'm in the supermarket right now. Well, I'm watching a movie right now. There could be many reasons why you can't talk right now. And the second thing you can change is the time. So when is good to call back? Around 2:30 in the afternoon? Around 4 o'clock? Around 10 a.m.? It depends what time it is now and what time is good to talk later. Very good. So that is the on the phone conversation. The last activity on page 21, the final activity of Unit 3 on page 21 is Culture Corner. Here we look at different situations and choose times to do different actions. Number 1 says, you have an appointment at a client's office at 10 a.m. at 10 o'clock in the morning. What time do you arrive? The idea here being that different cultures might have different ideas about time. From a UK, from a British point of view, you would probably want to arrive 10 minutes before your meeting, possibly even 15 minutes before the meeting. You can wait in the lobby, you can wait outside the building, but you want to make sure that you are not late. So what time do you arrive? 9:45 in the morning would be safe. How about number 2? You have a department meeting at 9:15 in the morning in the meeting room. What time do you arrive? For this situation, if you are already at work, I would say you arrive at 9:14, 1 minute before the meeting should start. There's no reason to be late. You are in your company. You can arrive exactly at the starting time. How about number 3? You are giving a presentation at 3:30 in the afternoon. What time do you arrive at the presentation room? I feel like this really depends on how much setting up you need to do. You might want to be 1 hour early. It really depends how much work you need to do before you start the presentation. So maybe you arrive at 2:30 in the afternoon. The last one, number 4, a client invites you to dinner at a restaurant. The reservation is at 8 o'clock in the evening. What time do you arrive? This is similar to the client's office. You want to be early, but you don't want to be too early. They invited you. They will probably be there first, so 5 minutes early. Maybe you could arrive at 7:55 in the evening. Do you have different answers? Are the situations different in Korea? I would very much like to know your opinion. Feel free to leave a comment below if you would like to tell me about this. Let's wrap up Unit 3. That is the end of Unit 3. We have studied schedules today. We have talked about different events. We have talked about the days of the events, and we have talked about the times of the events. The main question was, when is the department meeting, or is there a meeting on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, etc.? Wonderful. This week you have your first mini quiz homework. There will be a link on the Beihua e-learning site to a Google form where I will ask you 5 multiple choice questions. And as usual, there will be a Flipgrid video homework that I will post later in this week. Excellent. I look forward to seeing your responses to that. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't yet, maybe you would like to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any other learning videos. And there's also a playlist that contains all of the online lectures. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.